Do you think Express is worth it? Would you tell them to buy Express? Hello beautiful humans and welcome back to our channel. My name is Frankie and I am the Michigan-based half of the theme park Damsels. Back at it again with another fun and fresh challenge that I sent Miss Riley off to Universal Orlando, specifically Islands of Adventure, to see how many attractions, rides that she can do with Express Pass. I'm excited to see what they get into at the park. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. One thing about Riley is that she's tall enough to pretty much do anything. You slay that girl.
Hello, beautiful humans. My name is Riley, and I'm the Florida-based half of the theme park Damsels. And I am back at Islands of Adventure today from another challenge from my Damsel Frankie. So today the challenge was to ride all of the rides here at Islands with no Express Pass. So that's gonna come with some sort of like stipulations, time of year type stuff. So it's gonna do some like express and ticket basics at Universal Studios. So admission today into Island was $158. That does depend on the day. The pricing is going to change. So that's something to keep in mind. Higher ticket prices are gonna mean higher crowds, more popular times to come.
You would think that the higher prices would keep the people away, but it typically does not keep the people away. People will spend what they need to spend to be in the parks on those days.
So that might sway you one way or the other to do Express or not. Express, where you get to ride each ride one time, is $170 today. Express Unlimited, you can get to ride as many times as you want. Today at Islands was $202. Park hours today are 9 to 7. Early entry did happen at this park today, and that's something that where if you are an annual pass holder, depending on your tier, you may have access to, or if you're staying at the Universal Resorts, you have access to those early entry hours. That is going to be something that is sort of subject to change. You're going to make sure that you've got that Universal app downloaded. We can throw it up to kind of show you what that looks like. That's going to be where you can get all of your wait times, mobile order your food orders, see what characters you can meet, show times. That's going to be something you're absolutely going to want to have on you and have access to. It's going to be all the information you're ever going to need to know about your time at Universal Studios. We are an hour behind schedule, unfortunately, so it is 10 a.m. So we lost an hour of that early morning park time that we definitely do recommend if you are going to max out your theme park ticket, you're going to want to do and get here as early as possible, because those first 2 hours are going to be typically the lowest wait times of the day. So there's something to keep in mind. Also with that early entry, I'm going to give you my biggest insider tip, and do not rush to Hagrids. I know it is the big popular attraction here at Islands. Honestly, probably the most popular attraction in all of Universal Orlando. I checked at 9 a.m. The wait time was already 160 minutes. I promise, don't rush there. Do it mid-afternoon and check later. The wait times will go down. I've seen it go down every single time I've ever checked. So there are going to be 17 rides here at Islands that offer Express. Printed on Flyers is one that isn't a ride but does not offer Express, nor does the Raptor Encounter. Not that that's a ride, but something just to keep in mind. It does not have Express access. We're going to throw up the list and we're going to knock them off as we go throughout the day. We have no ride closures at this time, so it is a full list. We're going to try to do everything. And the other thing to keep of note is we're not putting the Hogwarts Express on this list, as it is a park-to-park attraction. So you have to have a special ticket type to be able to experience that ride. We've got 17 to knock out today.
17? I did not think there were that many at that park.
In 9 hours. I think it's doable, but come along for the ride to see if we can do it. Zeus Landing is going to be our first stop, so let's go. Ride in Zeus Landing. Check it off. Cat in the Hat. Slow moving dark ride. You can take your bag with you. You must be 36 inches tall to ride. It's absolutely adorable. Takes you to the story of the Cat in the Hat. Wait time was 5 minutes. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish is done. Check it off the list. No height requirement. You get in a fish and you go around in circles. And it does say that you may get wet. So put it on the list of water rides for the day, because we got some big ones coming up later. So 5 minute wait time, easy peasy, everyone can ride. On to the next.
It's so funny going from Epic Universe to the Constellation Carousel to this attraction and just seeing like how far we've come in the world of carousels. If you know, you know.
Carousel, ride number 3. Just a wonderfully cute Dr. Seuss themed full of beast carousel. There's no height requirement, but that may depend on like what type of ride vehicle you sit on. 5-minute wait time, everybody can ride. Strategy wise, for those who are wondering, the quote unquote kiddie rides tend to have longer wait times, like starting mid-afternoon, because families take a little bit longer to get ready and get out in the morning. So that's why we decided to tackle Seuss Landing first, knowing that most of the wait times would be 10 minutes or less. And so far, everything has been literally a walk-on. So we are winning in the ride category here in Seuss Landing. We've got one attraction left. Let's go. The High in the Sky Seuss Trolley train ride. Posted wait time was 10 minutes. We waited probably 25. It does have 2 tracks. One of the tracks is not operating. It is also the longest entrance and exit queue because you have to get up on the second level of everything. Minimum height requirement is 36 inches. To ride alone, it is 48 inches. You can take your bags with you. That is all of the express rides here in Seuss Landing. And as they say, I hope you have a Seuss-tastic day.
I too hope you have a Seuss-tastic day. That's hard. Seuss-tastic.
And we are headed off to Superhero Island next. Up first is going to be the Storm Force Accelatron. And this is the first one I'm going to tap in my co-rider, because I will not do this one because I am prone to motion sickness. It is a fast version of the teacups. You can take your stuff with you. There is technically no height requirement. However, I would not bring my baby on this ride. You have to be 48 inches to ride alone. Jimmy, tap in. Okay, Storm Force Accelatron, check it off the list. 5-minute wait time was posted. Jimmy walked right on. You can control the speed of your vehicle, kind of like you can on the teacups. You can lean into it to go faster, kind of pull on it to slow it down. So that is Storm Force Accelatron, and then come with me up next. We have the incredible Hulk roller coaster. Top speed of 67 miles per hour. 7 inversions. This is an attraction where everything has to come off your person. You will go through metal detectors. You cannot take your phone. The only thing you can really take with you is going to be your admission into the parks, because that's where your locker is going to open and close. The small lockers are just that. They can be a challenge if you've got a popcorn bucket, a regular sized backpack. They do offer a paid option. I believe they are $3. We're going to go get some gamma radiation. Let's do this.
Even this one, I'm not even riding it. It like is already making me woozy.
We have hulked out successfully, and now we're back to normal. 54 inches in order to ride. It is an over-the-head restraint. It is a bit of a headbanger, so I would just, if you have earrings on, you're probably going to want to take them out. Jimmy said if I never ride again, I will be happy about it. So just know that your head's going to knock around a little bit. They definitely tell you to keep your head back. Try your best to do so. Posted wait time was 10 minutes. That 10 minutes is just getting through the metal detectors. So, and then we literally walked on. So that was that.
And that ride is older. So the older roller coasters do not have the smoothness of a newer roller coaster, a la maybe Velocicoaster, maybe Stardust Racers. So the head banging and the roughness is intense with this one. And I remember the last time I rode it, I think was like 2021. And I too had similar sentiment to Jimmy and said, I never need to ride this again. So it's a rough one. But one if you've never done before, I think everyone has to at least do once. The beginning is the coolest part. It's like a launch. It's cool. Fun fact about me, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man is probably one of my all-time favorite rides in any theme park. It has a lot of nostalgia to me. That was always my family's favorite ride when we'd go when we were younger. And I think it's like going on it now is like, oh my God, it's so corny, but it's so, so good. And if you you are someone you know is a Spider-Man connoisseur, this is the Spider-Man ride. It is so good. All the characters, the effects, there's a Stan Lee cameo. It's the queue is also so good.
Check another ride off the list, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. The Sinister Syndicate is wreaking havoc all over New York City in the form of stealing the Statue of Liberty. And so all of the reporters are gone from the Daily Bugle, and we are recruited by J. Jonah Jameson to go out in the scoop vehicle to then cover what is happening. And of course, Spider-Man has to save us because we have no idea what we are doing. Ultimately, he saves the day. The Statue of Liberty is restored, and everything is great. So it is a part dark ride in real sets and screens. There are 3D glasses in this ride. As someone who just doesn't love those experiences, I just don't take the glasses, and I fare okay when it comes to my motion sickness. Posted wait time was 30 minutes. We waited 35, so not too bad. We're making good time for the day. Let's head to Dr. Jim's Fearfall. Dr. Doom's Fearfall. My first time. I've never been on it. I assumed we were falling fast, but you go up fast and then come down kind of slow-ish. The queue, very cool, very spooky. Kind of thought I was going into a haunted house sort of situation. Posted wait time was 30 minutes. We waited maybe 52 inches is the height requirements. It's a tall one. That is the end of Superhero Island. So we have done half the park. A time check-in. It is 2:16, and I think we're gonna have absolutely no problem with doing the rest of the park. So we're gonna head into Toon Lagoon. We did bring our wet gear. We've got the flippy floppies, we have the rain ponchos, we're ready to do it. So Toon Lagoon, we go. Popeye and Pluto's build rat barges. 0 out of 5. Not a damsel delight. So it is one of those big rapids rides, and they're just dumping water on you. Bring your poncho, bring your flip-flops. Unless you're comfortable walking around sopping wet all day, there's not a single seat that you would be safe from. The theming is really cute, so that is sort of a win for it. You were originally supposed to go on a nice cruise that Popeye had set up for you, but Bluto said, hard stop, not happening. Head to the rapids. Come on the barges. And boy, did he get us soaked. Posted wait time was 10 minutes. We literally walked on. Up next is Ripsaw Falls. We're gonna stay in our wet gear and tackle that one. Update. Ripsaw Falls is delayed. But we still have our rain gear on, so we're gonna go do the river adventure. It says 10 minutes.
The Jurassic Park River Adventure ride is also a very nostalgic, near and dear ride to my heart. Again, one that my family loved. We have many of family photos on that ride of myself and my brother being absolutely terrified. If you are looking to prematurely traumatize your children, that would probably be one of the rides I would suggest for you. If you are a dino fan, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, any of that, it's just so good. I can't recommend it enough, and it does stink that it's a water ride because you don't always want to ride it. You don't always want to get wet, but for days like this, when you have poncho and you are prepared for the elements, please, by all means, it's worth it.
Jurassic Park River Adventure, check it off the list. Depending on where you sit is really going to be how wet you're going to get. The minimum height requirement for this and Bluto's is going to be 42 inches. Posted wait time was 10 minutes. I think we waited 15. Express was pretty backed up on this one. If you love Jurassic Park, I would say you absolutely have to do this ride. They have the big gates open and the music and all the dinosaurs are everywhere. Ripsaw is still delayed. It's been delayed all day. I don't know if we're going to get to do that one today, but we're going to walk back over that way, see what the status is. We are just hacking at this list. We'll do a little check-in to see where we're at. I think we're doing well. Dudley Do Right's Ripsaw Falls. We did it. It opened up for us. And the amount of time that we waited for the attraction to like fully reopen, we probably waited, I'd say about 20 minutes, which is what we would have probably waited in the queue. My first time on it. It was absolutely adorable. Sorry, Dudley Do Right and Snidely Whiplash. And as always, the Mountie always gets his man. You probably would fare okay as far as soakness. Probably not a whole lot more wet than you would get on Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I don't know about your butt getting wet because my butt was already wet from Bluto's. So, I don't know. Do with that information what you will. So, let's see. Let me rate my water adventure rides for you. Bluto's, Bilge Rat, Barges. 0 out of 5. I don't even say that I would think it was fun. The River Adventure, Jurassic Park, probably 3.5 out of 5. It could definitely use some updates, but I love Jurassic Park, so that speaks to my soul. And then Ripsaw Falls, probably the same, 3.5. I just don't love a water ride. I don't enjoy being wet in a theme park. It's just not my thing. It is 4:30. We've got 5 rides left. I have faith in us. I think we're gonna do it just fine. We gotta go. Reign of Kong, its official title. Wait time was 10 minutes. We walked right on. Minimum height requirement is 36 inches. You board a giant tram safari truck type vehicle. You enter the temple maybe, and then you go through some simulators in your tram truck situation, and at the very end, you meet Kong himself. And the animatronic is honestly worth waiting for. The rest of the ride is meh. But anyway, on to Velocicoaster. One of the best roller coasters, I would say probably in the world.
Ditto. What she said. Granted, I haven't really been to theme parks in the rest of the world, but if I was a gambling woman, I would say Velocicoaster is pretty high up there.
It is so good, so smooth. The theming is fantastic. If you can, wait to do it at nighttime. It is better and a little bit more intense. 70 miles per hour, 4 inversions. And I know that in comparison to Hulk, it doesn't sound like a lot because it's not a lot of inversions, but it doesn't need them. And that last one over the lake, whoo, oh my gosh. Postal wait time was 45 minutes. We waited probably about that. Height requirement is 48 inches. And if we're wrong, we'll put it over here. Worth every second of waiting. Check it off. 3 more to go. All in the Wizarding World. So let's do it. We got about an hour. It's going to be rough. Out of the park. The park is closed. So let's go back. We just finished Velocicoaster. Then we headed into Hogsmeade and tried our best to do all 3 Wizarding World rides in less than an hour. Turns out it really probably can't be done. So Flight of the Hippogriff was a 55-minute wait time. We skipped that one. So in the list over here, it is not going to be counted for in our count of the day. Things to know. The minimum height requirement for Flight of the Hippogriff is 36 inches. You can take your bags with you. It is very, very tight for 2 normal size grown humans, but a grown human and a smaller not grown human fit lovely. It is a fantastic starter roller coaster for the little ones. So we wandered our way over to the Forbidden Journey, which had a posted wait time of 25 minutes, and we literally walked on. Has the coolest queue, I think, in the entire world. If you are a Harry Potter fan, the queue alone is a must-do. You don't have to ride. You can just walk the queue. That is an option for you. Height requirement is 48 inches on Forbidden Journey. It is a motion simulator / flight simulator, but it's on this like crazy kuka arm thing, and it throws you all around, and it's got screens, and it's got practical stuff. It is a heavy motion sickness inducing attraction. So it is a have to stow your bags, can't take a bag with you. And then Hagrid's was our last but most certainly not least attraction. Posted wait time of 155 minutes. That's a long wait time. So something to keep in the back of your head if you're trying to ride all of the rides in one day and purchase Express or not purchase Express is the top tier of annual passes here at Universal get free Express after 4 p.m. So that's why you're going to see the wait time sort of like dip down early to late afternoon and then kind of rise back up in the evening time, is because it's a perk of that highest level annual pass. We should have ridden Hagrid's when it was at like 95 minutes in the day, and then like we waited too late and then it was back up to 155. We probably waited 100 minutes, but that was because the Express was so backed up, like to the gate backed up. So definitely an under promise, over deliver on the Hagrid's. It was a lengthy wait time. Hagrid's is a roller coaster. You're gonna sit 2 by 2. It's a moving platform to get on. Slightly stressful. You got to pick whether you're going to do a bike or a sidecar. The minimum height requirement is 48 inches. It is a fantastic roller coaster. It is so fun. You go forwards, backwards. It's tilting. You drop down. Surprise, maybe I ruined the spoiler. Animatronics are fantastic. You get to see all the fantastic beasts or magical creatures, as it were, as well as Hagrid. He's in the ride too. So it was a perfect way to end the day. As far as challenges go and riding everything without Express Pass, we were 98% successful. Thank you so much, Frankie, for the challenge. I can't wait to get into like strategies and is Express worth it? Is it not worth it? Depending on ticket price and all of that. So thank you for coming along on my portion of this. And Frankie, I will see you in a minute and I can't wait to chat.
Oh, we blew each other a kiss at the same time. Catch you in the studio, Riley.
Let's chat about the islands.
The islands. We went to the islands. Boy, did you have an adventure.
We had quite the day.
If you had that 1 extra hour, you would have crushed it. But with all challenges, we can't win them all. But that was, I mean, I didn't realize how many attractions there were at Islands, I guess.
Yeah, there's
like
a lot.
When you said 17, I was like, wow.
What?
And first I was like, oh, there's shows on here. I'm like, no, there's no shows on here. It's
no shows.
Moving rides.
Are there any rides that you have never been on at Islands?
I think the only ones I have not done, unless I did it when I was little, the train in Seuss Landing.
Oh, you've not been on the Seuss Trolley train ride?
I don't think I have been. I've not done Flight of the Hippogriff. You didn't do that, but I don't think I've ever done that one. Now you've done everything except the Tarragon Flyers. Yeah.
Yes. Now that day, there was lots of things I had never been on.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I had never been on Carousel or One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, either Bluto's or Ripsaw Falls. I had never been on either one. And Dr. Jim's Fearful.
You had a whole lot of firsts. What is your favorite ride at Islands of Adventure?
And I wish it didn't make me so sick, because it would easily be the Forbidden Journey, just because you get to go into Hogwarts and you're there with Harry, Ron, Hermione, and you're flying around with them, and there's the Whomping Willow and the dragon and the Dementors, and like there is so much Harry Potter throwing you into that world that would easily be the answer, but it's just so sickening.
And not the good sickening, the bad sickening.
What is your favorite ride? Nostalgic and now your favorite?
That's hard. I love Hagrids and Velocicoaster for different reasons, but like all encompassing, I do think Hagrid's takes it for me. I watched no spoilers going into that ride because I wanted to be 100% surprised, and boy was I. That would be like my all-time favorite, but nostalgia-wise is Spider-Man for me. Any things of note that you would change in your strategy, like if you were to do this again, or if you were to suggest someone to do this?
So that's kind of what I wanted to get into with you and like really dive into, like, is Express worth it? Like, full honest opinion, if you've got the money to spend and you are going at a busy time, that would be the thing. Is like, you can't, if you're gonna go on a day like we went, absolutely not. Because in reality, not everybody's gonna ride every ride. Like, that is kind of a very far outlier in your average group of theme park goers. not every ride is for everybody. So saying, hey, I'm gonna go ride all the rides, obviously it can be done. We were very close to doing it. Had we entered at 9 a.m., I think we would have had no problem. But in reality, like, most people are not going, like, they have no intention of riding roller coasters or Dr. Doom's Fearfall because they're too scary, or, you know, they've got little ones, so, like, that stuff's not gonna happen anyway, or they're teenagers, and why would they ride the carousel? You know what I mean? Like, why would they waste the time, quote unquote, in Seuss Landing when there is no, like, thrill or big draw for them, unless they love the Lorax and they want to see the cute little show, you know? I think there's probably, like, 5 tiers. Like, I know there's 5 tiers at Disney World with, like, the ticket pricing. If you were gonna, like, a 3 and below, I don't think Express is worth it at all. Like, do not spend the money. Now, then the flip side of that is when it is busy, you're gonna be spending a lot more than your ticket just to get in to be able to do Express, right? We're talking like $300+ on top of your ticket price, which is at the highest tier.
Crazy.
So it's one of those things that, like, we took our niece and nephew on, like, the week between Christmas and New Year's. So the wait times were ungodly long. And it's not a time that we would normally go, but that's when they could go because Mom was out of school, the kids were out of school, and Aunt Jimmy and Riley just made it work, right? And whenever they could go, we could go. That is the kind of day where, like, I would say if you've got the money and you can budget it out, strategy-wise, if you cannot go when it's busy, that's the time to go.
Step 1, don't go then. Step 2.
And I know if you've got kids and stuff, that is when they can go. Do you think Express is worth it? Would you tell them to buy Express?
It's a lot. It's definitely something, if you're going to be there for a day, I think definitely, and depending on the time of year, but I don't think you have to put all your chips on, I won't have a good day unless I have Express. Would there be anything strategy-wise for how you took on the day that you would change, like how you started in Seuss Landing and kind of worked right to left again?
Yes, there would. I would have started with the Seuss Trolley train ride because that one does get backed up, because then we could have walked on as opposed to waiting the 25 minutes. And I would have paid more attention to the Hagrid's wait times because they do dip down like before 4 o'clock, and then they were gonna ride, like I said, because it is the highest AP tier that is now screwing with all of your wait times after 4 p.m. I would have gotten there on time. And had we gotten there at 9, like, I think we literally would have knocked all 4 of the rides out in Seuss Landing in 20 minutes.
But
half an hour.
That's why we do these.
Right.
Our channel is just one big science fair. That's all
Pretty
we're doing.
much.
And our poster boards, our hypothesis, and our supporting facts. That's literally all this is. I think 16 out of 17 rides, that's pretty good in a whole park day, minus 1 hour. So
we did all right.
Pretty good. Have you been to Universal Orlando Islands of Adventure? Let us know in the comments below. What's your favorite attraction? Do you think Express Pass is worth it? Sound off in the comments below.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you're looking for more of our challenges and science experiments, check out the link in the description down below. And as always,
like and subscribe.
For more.